Hey everyone, it's Dabacabb, and you may have heard that last night the Overwatch team added team deathmatch and single player deathmatch to the game. Now, these game modes, these new game modes are on the PTR, and they're like old school FPSs. They're what we were used to before Overwatch and other more modern FPSs made more team-based gameplay. Like we all remember, Quake and Doom and those original games played on Windows 95 or whatever in your little LAN party, like after school or at your buddy's place, where it's just you and like 9 other players or however many, and you're playing on this weird map, and the objective is to just get as many kills as possible. You're not really playing with a team, you're playing against everyone else. Every time you get a kill, you get a point. Every time you die, you give up a point. Or rather, you don't lose a point, but the enemy team gets a point. And the Overwatch team has said that they didn't really have much of an intent to add this to the game. I always remember there's this one interview that Jeff Kaplan gave where he was like, he didn't like it how in a lot of FPS games you'd be on a team with someone, but then you'd be running around and you'd like turn a corner and you'd see someone on the enemy team and you'd stop or someone on your team and you'd stop for a moment and you'd both realize, oh wait, we're on the same team, okay, carry on, and you just kind of go back to ignoring each other. And I agree with them. That is what a lot of team-based FPS games are. You don't really play with your allies. You're more like competing against them to try and get more kills than them and get the most glory on your team, but you don't really coordinate. So as a result, they built a really team-based, objective-based game where you've got payloads and capture points and things like that, which makes Overwatch much more team-based. But this goes back to that old, who cares about teams? I'm tired of people complaining when I pick Hanzo. I'm gonna pick Hanzo and I'm gonna rock their faces off. So This game mode, I'm going to be honest, like last time I was like, oh, I guess I'll just get on and I'll record some footage. Maybe I'll have fun, maybe not, we'll see. And I thought that, my inclinations lean more towards team-based gameplay. But I played this game mode and I don't know, man. I think I must have found my calling in life because I rocked. I did really, really well. I haven't played Overwatch in a little while. I've been really busy lately. I flew to California. I just have been really swamped. So I haven't played Overwatch in more than like 3 hours in the past 2 weeks. But I picked up the game. I booted it up. This is the first time I've played since unboxing. Actually, no, I did play a little bit. I unboxed the new summer skins, and then I played a game or two to try out the skins. But past that, I really have been out of practice. But I picked up the game. I started playing Deathmatch, and I won 4 games in a row with 4 different heroes. Maybe this is going to come off as a little bit braggy, but I was really impressed with myself. I was like, damn, Dabacabb, you rocked it. I was also surprised, just because I didn't know that I was that good at Deathmatch, apparently, because I haven't played Deathmatch in so long. Overwatch has been my go-to game for so long. And finally, I don't know, it just something clicked, and I did really, really well, and I kind of rocked it. So I'll go a little bit into the actual gameplay. So this first match is Soldier. I'm actually really surprised I didn't see more Soldiers across all of the matches that I played. I saw maybe, I don't even know, 2 or 3 Soldiers. Oh, excuse me, it's morning. And I mean, Soldier's really, really popular in 3v3s, which is why I thought she would be more popular here, because he can self-heal, He can self-heal, he's effective at all ranges, he's got pretty high burst, he can escape, but he wasn't that popular. And surprising, considering how well I'm doing. Like right here at this moment, I'm doubling the next closest competitor's score, but he just wasn't really, I don't know, he's not really popular, bizarrely. The map is awesome. The map feels like a deathmatch map. There's not huge open expanses meant for payloads and for teams to sort of gather around each other, and it's very vertical and horizontal. So if you're a character like Pharah or Genji, you can definitely make advantage of the verticality. But if you're landlocked like Soldier or McCree, it's not, you know, the end of the world. It's just, it feels a bit more maze-like, I guess you could say, where there are sort of crazy little corridors and the geometry doesn't really feel like a realistic place on planet Earth because the layout of everything is just so bizarre. But that's kind of what deathmatch maps kind of have to be like. They kind of have to be this sort of weird vertical. They need little cubby holes and passageways. So it feels like, of all the Overwatch maps we've had so far, it feels the most, got rocked by that Hanzo there. It feels the most like an FPS map. Here, so the respawn, I was like, what am I looking at? I got really confused for a second because I knew, I just wasn't used to the 2-second respawn. So I was like, wait, what am I, why are these things here? And then I realized that I respawned. So the spawn times are really, really fast. But anyways, the map is gorgeous. I really like the look. It's very thematic. This is apparently, it's the home of Widowmaker and her husband, I think, before she went all emo Dark Revenger and became Widowmaker. So it's got this kind of old French chateau vibe. It's a cool map. It's really pretty. It just, I think if you were a billionaire and you were buying a mansion chateau and the leasing agent showed you, the realtor showed you this house, you'd be like, what the hell is up with this floor plan? This is the most ridiculous floor plan I've ever seen. So, all right, here's my Genji game. Once again, I kind of rocked it. I actually didn't know at this point that you could switch characters. I probably would have switched characters because this game has like 5 McCrees or something. It's really crazy. But yeah, you can switch characters during the... God, so many McCrees! So many McCrees! And I learned that you can't climb over that. A lot of this is sort of like map clunkiness. I just don't know. I don't know my way around the map. And there, that enemy McCree took the kill from me. And that's one thing I think some people might find a little bit frustrating about Deathmatch is there's always the chance that, you know, you can spend 30 seconds bringing a character down from 100 health to 5 health, and then someone else just comes by and is like, ping, and they get the kill. And they'll say, oh, that's not fair, I should get the kill, that's not how Deathmatch should work. And it's like, yeah, that's frustrating. I get it. However, you got to keep in mind that while there's a possibility that other people can steal your kills, there's also the equal chance that you can steal someone else's kills. So in theory, over the course of 20 kills, it will level out. Like, yeah, you'll get screwed, but you will also be the screwer. So try not to let it frustrate you and just realize that, you know, you'll win some, you lose some, and over the period of time of a 10-minute or so match, it will equalize more or less. So Genji, I really dug Genji in this game mode. I kind of felt like I didn't have a really ideal situation for this because Tracer's a little bit hard to kill, and there are so many freaking McCrees, and McCree is kind of a pretty strong counter to Genji. But I rocked it. But the reason I think Genji's so good at this is, number one, this map has a lot of verticality. So, like, I wasn't really aware of all the little nooks and crannies you could climb to, but I was learning, and as I was figuring out, I was taking advantage of it. And once you know the map, if you really get the feel of CHeateu Guillard, I think it's called, you can really do some awesome vertical plays with Genji. Secondly, unlike in normal, well, I don't want to say unlike, but in normal Overwatch games, escaping combat isn't quite as important because a lot of the times you need to stay in combat because you know, you're trying to capture an objective, rock that McCree there, or you're relying on your teammates to heal you, but there isn't quite as much of a need to escape combat just because you're generally more invested in the whatever it is you're trying to take. A little bit sad I didn't get the kill there, but whatever. But in this, if things go south, you need to get out in a hurry or you're going to give up a kill. And Genji's really good at escaping. So almost got away. So that's why I think he's so good. Like, if you see someone at low health, you can just dash kill him, steal the kill, and then dash out to safety, and it's really effective. I once again was surprised I didn't see more Genjis. The most common players, I think, were McCree. I saw a ton of McCrees. Way more McCrees than Soldier. And I saw a ton of Roadhogs. We're not really seeing Roadhogs in these early matches, but they become way more common later on. Like, I had a game where I was up against 5 or 6. Excuse me, I'm trying to like suppress yawns. I just woke up and I'm still a little bit sleepy. So if you hear me sort of struggling and taking pauses, I'm trying to suppress yawns here. But so Roadhogs and McCrees felt like the real sort of top players to me. Almost every game had a Genji and a Tracer and a Doomfist. Sorry. Sleepy. Woke up, trying to get this video out. Anyways, I didn't see a lot of character diversity. I saw 2 Torbjorns, which I don't think is a good play at all. I saw only 1 support, a Symmetra, in the first game. I didn't see any Annas. I didn't see any Zenyatas. I saw Lucio. I take that back. That was really bizarre. I would not have picked Lucio for this game mode at all. Diva wasn't very popular. I saw like 1 Diva. I saw a bunch of Roadhogs, a couple of Winstons. I don't think I saw 1 Zarya, which makes sense because one of her abilities is absolutely useless. Her allied shield just doesn't do anything at all. What are the other tanks? Reinhardt. I saw Reinhardt. I don't think Reinhardt is a good choice for this map at all. You're too vulnerable, especially if you come across a flanker like a Tracer. You're kind of screwed, and it's just hard to get kills. If someone sees you and gets your shield up, excuse me. If someone sees you got their shield up, they're just gonna run away, man. They don't need to. That's the thing. You need to learn how to pick your fights in this game, especially if you're a fast class like Tracer or Winston or Soldier. You can pick and choose where you want to engage, and if engagement isn't favorable, you just run away, try and get a health pack, and pick up a fight someplace else. And Genji really excels with that. He's just so fast. So this game mode, coming up to the end of this match, I like this game mode. I wasn't expecting to like it, but I don't know. I think I just found it just clicks with me somehow. The game mode just clicks with me. I had a couple of really good matches. Maybe they were flukes. I mean, I lost matches a little bit after this, but you can't win them all. But I don't know. I'm just kind of naturally good at death matches, so I might be playing it more than I expected to. I also feel like this is a really good way to learn a character, because in a team match, there's a lot of downtime as you're like pushing a payload or waiting for your teammates to spawn. And this is just fast paced. It's got something like a 2-second respawn. So if you really want to learn a character, there are tons and tons of chances to learn the technical aspects. Secondly, you don't have anyone else to fall back on, right? You don't have a Zenyatta orb to heal you. You don't have Mercies to res you. You don't have a Reinhardt or a Diva to hide behind if you are low on health. It's just you and 7 people trying to kill you. So it's really a great opportunity to learn a character and sort of gain the technical knowledge of Tracer. Trying to kill this Tracer. It's a great way to learn the technical aspects of a character, in my opinion, because it's probably the highest playtime, like hero playtime mode. You're gonna spend so much time actually playing the character in fights. Double kill, that was pretty sexy. But yeah, so I really dig it. I think the players are gonna like it a lot. It's fun. It's a great practice mode. It's it's cool. It's different. I really like it. So this match, how long is this match? This whole video is going to be close to 30 minutes long. When I sat down to record this footage, I was not expecting to record a 4-game kill streak. I basically just wanted to get 1 or 2 matches to get maybe a 10 or 15 minute video. So I'm going to keep, I'm going to leave this video on. I don't think I'm going to, well, maybe I'll just keep talking until I've got nothing left to talk about. I'm going to just keep going, and if I run out of stuff, then I run out of stuff, and I'll just let the video gameplay speak for itself. Here I was Doomfist. this first match, or the beginning of the match, where I'm sort of like guarding this health pack like my life depended on it, because it did. And here we start seeing the invasion of the Roadhogs. I think Doomfist is really, really good for this mode. I'm surprised I didn't see more Doomfist. I don't get it, because Doomfist he's mobile, he does a lot of damage, he can get one-shots, He's resilient. He's quite tanky. So it's just really weird to me that I don't see more Doomfist in this game mode, because I thought he was really, really effective. And apparently people just aren't on the same page as me. I should have left. I should have gone for a 250 health back here, because 70 health back was quite popular, and it was my death because I stuck around for too long. Anyways, there's a lot of health on these maps, actually. It's not like a 3v3 map where you're constantly struggling to, you know, get health, and characters like Soldier and Roadhog really excel because they can heal themselves. There's health everywhere, actually. I think it feels like the health pack density is a little bit higher than it is in typical, like, normal maps, and that might just be because I have to rely so much on health packs that I focus on them more than a normal game. So I could be wrong about that. It could just be like reality versus perception. It feels that way, even though it's not, just because I have to constantly try and find health packs. I'm not really sure. But I like the density. I feel like there's enough health packs that if I run out of health from a fight, I can go find a health pack fairly easily. It helps once I figure out where they are, of course. But it doesn't feel like there are so many that I'm constantly getting screwed over in fights, because every time I get someone low, they run off and get a health pack, and they're just fine. So the map design, I really got to hand it to the map designers here. For their first attempt at Deathmatch, they really nailed it. This feels like an old Quake or Doom map to me. It's fun. It's cool. This is a really good punch on that Soldier. It's a cool map. I like it. It's thematic. It's well designed. I feel like there's good little cubby holes for characters who have a lot of mobility. I feel like there's a decent amount of health packs. It's a good map. I'm really looking forward to seeing more maps from them, especially if they're going to keep doing more maps from other heroes. I mean, the cool thing about, like, I play Heroes of the Storm, and for those of you who don't play Heroes, for those of you who don't play Heroes of the Storm, one of the really frustrating things for me is that they have a lot of maps that don't pull in from the lore, which is weird because they got the lore from every Blizzard franchise. Like StarCraft, Diablo, they could do whatever they want, but instead they invent lore with their maps. And I wish they wouldn't do that. I mean, Oasis is cool, you know, Ilios is cool, I get that. But I would really love to see maps that bring in actual lore from heroes. Like the Lunar Colony map. That's awesome. Just for the fact that you get to see where Winston comes from. This map is awesome just for the fact that you get to see where Widowmaker hung out with her husband and I guess her friends and drank fine French wine and talked about ballet and I don't know, whatever rich people talk about. So it's just really cool and thematic. So I hope we see more of these. I really hope that they keep supporting this game mode with more maps, so I can keep dominating people with my mutant power, which is deathmatch skills. Like I promise you guys, I'm not actually this good at the game. I'm like ranked 3,300. I consider myself an above average player because statistically 3,300 is an above average player. But, I mean, there are a lot of people who are Grandmaster, a lot of people who are top 500. I've never gotten that high. I haven't really sat down to, like, really try to grind out to get top 500. But, I mean, I haven't even hit Grandmaster yet. So, I don't think I'm the most skilled Overwatch player in the world. So, I don't know if this is like a fluke or what, but I don't know if I'm actually that good at Overwatch. But I loved it. I had fun. I really enjoyed it. I think this is going to be my go-to loot box mode. Not loot box. What am I trying to say here? The weekly free loot boxes where you get 3 loot boxes if you win 9 games. I think this is going to be my go-to game mode for that because it's the most fun of the game modes I've tried. I like it more than Lucio Ball. Lucio Ball is okay. It's not my favorite game mode in the world. I like it more than I feel like a lot of the random game modes, like Mystery Heroes or No, I guess Mr. Heels. Yeah, Mr. Heels feels a little bit like the team who gets defense has too much of an advantage because it's kind of hard to coordinate and pull off a push if you're constantly respawning different characters and you can't get ults. So it felt to me, it kind of feels to me like Mr. Heroes favors the defender a little bit too much. It can be a little bit frustrating. Feels kind of like a coin toss a little bit. But of course, you know, it's just a random goofy game mode, so that's a little bit to be expected. But this game mode, I mean, getting top 4. Oh, that's another thing. You don't have to get the top win. You don't have to be the winning player, the number 1, in order to pull off the victory. You just have to get top 4 out of 8. So theoretically, you have a 50% chance of getting the win because, you know, it's like the same as any other game mode. It's divided in half. Half the people win, half the people don't win. That's approximately how it goes. So, man, this game mode is close. It's down to 19-19. Me versus the Genji. I mean, you know, because it's, I told you I won 4 game modes in a row. The Junkrat Trap steals the kill from me there. It's a little frustrating. But I won. I won just barely at the end there against that Genji. And there's the Genji right there. So we're about to have the showdown for the victory. So this game mode has some really cool like clutch moments. This is the closest match I've had of the 4 games. And it was a little bit tense there. I was feeling a little bit of adrenaline there at the end, struggling to find someone to kill, especially after that Hanzo kill got robbed from me. I was like, oh, this Genji could just dash, he could kill any second now, he's gonna beat me. But alright, I'm on to the Hanzo match. This match, I think I'm gonna just stop talking and let it speak for itself. I'll let the gameplay just come on with the full audio. I'll say at the I had a really rough start at the beginning. I had kind of an awkward, clumsy first start, but I got into the swing of Hanzo. I hadn't played Hanzo in a while. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Dabacabb out.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Stay down.
Never surrender. There is nowhere to hide. My arrow finds its mark. Again. See that which is unseen. See through the dragon's eyes.
Enemy needs 15 kills to win.
I will not be defeated so easily. Marked. See through the dragon's eyes. I will not be defeated.
Meteor's right.
My aim is true.
Beacon in place.
See that which is unseen.
Meteor strike.
Couth.
10 kills remaining.
See through the dragon's eyes. I am healed. Marked by the dragon.
Meteor strike.
Never surrender. Yuga waga teki wo kurau! Better.
5 kills remaining.
Knocking them off. Apagando las luces.
My arrow finds its
4
mark.
kills.
See through the dragon.
3 kills remaining.
I am restored. I will not be defeated so easily. Strike! Yuga waga teki wo kurau!
2 kills remaining.
冻住，不许走。
Again. Scatter. See through the dragon's eyes. Oh, come here!
1 kill remaining. Match complete. Play of the game.